What's up, guys? This is actually last week's episode.
If you want today's episode, that'll be on our Patreon. You can get it a week early if you contribute. And if not, enjoy this free episode.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Peace. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Is that good? Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Are we starting with hair loss advice?
Yeah, hit it. Well, Cody needs it.
Well, you guys both have beautiful hair.
Oh, thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
But the key to hair is keeping it.
Yes.
And guys are the last guys are the last to admit they're losing their hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Their friends all know and their girlfriends know. They go, dude, they're losing his hair. I in 2004 was on Extra, entertainment news show. And you get real vain. Not that I wasn't then already, but when you're on TV every day, you get super vain. So I saw like number 182 going back a little bit in my hair. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So I went and consulted a hair doctor. And the first thing they want to do is give me a transplant. We're taking your shit from back here, we'll put it up here.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. That was too
That's big now.
That
so many people do that.
So many people do that.
I'm 5 years, 6 years away from that. I'm not knocking it. But then,
No, dude, you're solid.
15 years ago, I wasn't ready for it. So there's this thing called Propecia. Now, I'm not a proponent. I'm not a spokesman. I want to qualify that. I just want people out there to know if you're losing your hair, there is a solution. So I took this Propecia, and I haven't lost a hair since. I haven't got laid since either. I mean, you lose your sex drive. But yeah, so that it worked for me. Doesn't work for everybody. But hair loss dudes out there, get on it quicker. And you know who you are. Right now, you've got that hair.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
You're not. You're losing your shit.
Shut the fuck up.
What? Do you have an inside joke about that?
Yeah.
But why do you think
Because
that?
I'm really worried about it because it's all I have.
It's
you
like
know?
his number
I'm not.
one fear.
I'm a pretty
You're
average
like a
looking dude.
You guys are both good looking, cute guys, man. I got no
Nice,
problem
man.
saying that, man. Sugar
me
gay
blush.
says that all day. Who said sugar gay? Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Get on it early. And you guys are heading to a long career in showbiz, man. You gotta keep,
Thanks,
gotta
dude.
keep this shit.
Well-
Two things you can't do is get a belly and lose your hair. I'm sorry to be so vain, and I've got one of the two.
Well, look, guys, we that's like the best intro ever.
Yeah, that was the best intro ever.
It was the
Honestly,
best
that
ever.
was awesome. Just coming in hot with hair advice,
Going on hot with hair advice,
which
love
I
that.
need. Which I need. So
Well, we have Mark McGrath in studio today in our studio, air quotes. We're here to bury the hatchet. So we're gonna box out back. We're gonna go one by one. Well, I'll sit on your shoulders, and then
that'd be good. We'll wear a trench coat.
wear a trench coat.
So we'll look like one
Yeah,
dude.
we'll be as tall as Mark.
Which would
And
be
then-
good because if you've seen by my videos, I like to pick on the smallest guy in the
smallest
room.
guy.
That's what I do as a fake tough guy. But I'm glad you guys accepted my request to fight. Because I'm very angry, and your friend and your fans are very vociferous.
What does that mean?
It's a combination of feverish and vociferous. I just made it up. You caught me on it.
I also-
you caught it. I meant to say vociferous.
Okay.
Which
I
mean-
also don't know what that means.
That just means loud and means very.
Gotcha, okay.
They love what you guys do.
Oh, of
Okay,
course.
You guys know that. You guys are out there shaking hands, doing meet and greets that are 7 hours long. I know, and that's when I know if I'm trending on a topic, it's probably because of you two. So thank you guys for keeping me relevant.
Dude,
And
I have to be honest. So someone tweeted a clip of this like a while back of someone bringing a sign and you brought them on stage.
Yeah.
And it was my worst nightmare because I'm like, oh, bro, don't go to the show and fuck up the show, man. People paid for that, man.
no, dude. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want. And look, I want to qualify something with that video real quickly. I reacted like a complete moron. You will never hear me make an excuse for how I reacted.
Yeah.
I reacted like an idiot. I reacted like a drunken idiot coming out of a bar at 2:30 in the morning. Now I keep using the word reacted.
Yeah.
There's nothing I did.
Yeah.
I was reacting to something that was being done to a group of people.
Yeah.
It was a party, I think it was like 22, almost 23, 22 years ago. And Madonna was having a party.
Yeah.
And this is, guys, even pre-internet. I know some of your viewers and listeners are going, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they're like, what the
There's
fuck?
actually time before the internet and
Yeah.
social media. And the whole paparazzi world was kind of brand new. TMZ didn't really exist.
Yeah. Where did
Like
people
People Magazine. They went to People Magazine.
Okay.
Sean Penn punched the photographer. It was
Okay,
like
got
that
it.
kind of thing. And People Magazine, and the internet wasn't even a thing. So I couldn't anticipate 20, 25 years later,
Oh, sure.
what the repercussions were. But coming out that night, there was a group of people and paparazzi, they weren't all paparazzi, but just a group of people. And it's about 2:30 in the morning. Let's put the context together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're coming outside, and what paparazzi and people did back then to get pictures was kind of harass people, kind of harangue you into reacting.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they're dropping some F-bombs here.
Yeah.
And there was gay people there and people were getting a little bit intimidated because there was kind of a group of like, angry guys yelling at people going, look over here, blah, blah, blah.
There's a paparazzi doing this?
It was a group of people in paparazzi.
Okay.
Now,
like a
the
mix.
so-called quote unquote kid that I yelled at was in the bar 2 hours earlier. And somehow this kid has become 12 years old and I was always 50.
you're saying,
I
like-
was never 26 and he was 22.
So every headline about the video, the kid just gets younger and younger and younger. Like
Younger
they go,
and younger.
Mark McGrath yells at a 14-year-old, and then Mark McGrath
Yells
yells
at
at
a
a 10-year-old.
12-year-old.
Last
Mark
night,
McGrath-
Mark McGrath yells at 8-year-old.
Berates a toddler on the street outside the bar.
So he just keeps getting younger and it's just so weird. So I just feel like I should sort of speak up on what it was. And again, I reacted like a complete moron. And there's plenty of good material in there. I've told you both.
Yeah.
There's Tweeze My Nips. By the way, I told that guy he'd never make it in showbiz. I was right about that one. I think we can all confirm that. And we haven't heard from dude since, I don't think. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, get that.
What if like there's like this massive irony arc where like he's like yeah, you fuck Mark McGrath. He like goes out to become a stand-up, and then just people are like, hey, aren't you the sugar gay dude?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, sugar gay, bro.
They bring signs to his shows that say sugar
Sugar
gay.
gay.
Yeah.
But so like I was kind of like, wow, this is kind of like, angry mob sort of mentality. And it was a little bit gnarly and like, I'm not a tough guy. But once I heard the sugar gay comment come in, I was just drunk enough, just stupid enough to react to it. So
Yeah.
being the terrible fake tough guy I am, I looked at the smallest guy and found him. I don't know if the dude even said it. So I just reacted like an idiot. I go, tweeze your nips, bro. I don't even remember. I said the dumbest fucking thing.
Hey, I'm not gonna say it's dumb. I'm gonna say it's actually gold because we have tweeze your nips for forever.
Tweeze your
dude.
nips is a good one.
That's a legendary insult.
It's pretty legendary. I'm
Yeah.
pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got to say.
Matter of fact, going into 2020, I want all tough guys using tweeze your nips. It's time.
I want all tough guys to tweeze their nips.
Well,
that as
is
well.
there a more emasculating thing than to ask someone to tweeze their nips? And is there a more emasculating thing than to tweeze your own nips?
It's true.
It kind of works in both contexts.
Could you
It's kind
imagine?
of
You imagine that? Yeah, you're at a party. Someone's like, "What's up, bro?" Pulls your shirt down. Like, no. You kind of gross right here.
Let me get those things out.
And you're
My-
just
with
standing,
my teeth.
What are you gonna do? Dude's way bigger than you. Yeah, dude's way bigger than you, and you're just standing there. It's like an episode of Scared Straight. You're like, "Yes, sir."
I'm going to Seacrest those things right now, bro. Those things are coming out.
So confused. Like, what the fuck is happening?
So the thing was, I was just kind of bummed out. I'm not trying to virtue signal or anything like
No,
that.
no,
or like,
no.
it just the gay thing bummed me out. 'Cause
Yeah, of course.
I've been bullied my whole life like everybody else has. The gay thing, dude, I never played that. Using the word gay as less than, it just it bums me out.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
has, always will. I react differently now. You're not going to bait me into fighting you. I'll bring you on stage and go, look, I was actually doing was standing up for people that were intimidated that night. We're running back in the bar.
Yeah.
That being said, I act like a complete moron. And that's kind of the context of that video.
Sure.
That kid was at least 21. Let's not call him a kid anymore.
Yeah,
Let's call him that man.
Yeah,
No, he was a
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, no, bro.
You didn't know he was he's wearing a diaper.
He was not born yet. He was
Mark,
he was
I can't believe you throw a baby down the
Yeah, I
stairs.
know.
That is just the most
McGrath
throws
chucks
baby,
a baby across the
downstairs. Watch CNN pick this up. 25 years ago, Mark McGrath took a child and threw him down the stairs
Outside of a bar.
while saying "sugar gay."
Oh my
that's-
God.
What? So people knew about that video like before we did our
Oh.
video, right? Because it had a decent amount of views, and I'm sure like people had written about it or something before. But did we like accidentally reignite that whole thing? We
Yeah.
did. Okay.
No, but
I'm
it
sorry
happened.
for
It
that.
happened every like 5-6 years. It was on like Entertainment Tonight Extra the next night because Madonna was there, and I walked her to her car that night, and there was no romantic thing, but of course I played it up like there was. It's like, well, I don't know what happened. What happened? I kissed her on the cheek and said goodbye. That was it. But the next night in Entertainment Tonight and Extra and all those shows, it said Ricky Martin out, Mark McGrath in as Madonna's new boyfriend. Blah blah blah,
No
and then it showed that
way.
video. It didn't show all the tweeze your nips moments. It kind of
Right.
did the most edited entertainment news friendly version of it, but it showed me acting like a complete moron. And every like year, my mom was no longer here, would be like, someone would like put it on the internet or say, would just get out a little bit. And my mom would go, oh, not again, Mark. You didn't do that again. I go, Mom, it's the same video. So it's been following me around forever, and rightfully so. Again, I am never going to excuse the behavior. I reacted like a complete moron, but I will always stick up for my gay brothers and sisters, even if I have to look like an idiot. But again, make fun of me all day. There's some great stuff in there, though.
Yeah.
Really, and you guys killed it.
Thank you, man.
Who
Thank
took
you.
the L? I mean, was there even a question who took the L on that? I mean, come on.
It was so wild when I'd come across that video. It had a decent amount of views, and I think we had both seen it. And I thought, well, I mean, reacting to it won't be a big deal. Like, I'm thinking Mark McGrath is just so distant from us. Like, there's no way he ever sees this. And when that thing started getting traction, I was like, we could stop.
Oh no,
we can just keep it to 500,000. It doesn't need to be more.
It's pretty wild that the videos you never suspect
Yeah.
to become what they, because now like at our shows people will scream sugar gay.
Yeah, of course.
It's like one of the biggest memes like amongst our
Without
fan
a
base.
doubt.
Yeah.
And I know they don't mean it in an insensitive way, and I know
Nah.
they're
No, it's just a
meaning it
reference to
in a
the-
humor way. But like when you say sugar gay to someone or to me, you know, it's not offensive, but it's kind of a bummer to me. I'm like, oh, really? Like
Well-
we're still using gay. Like we're not homies. You know what I'm saying? So don't like. I mean, it's not us. Like on social media, if you come at me,
yeah. I was like,
we're
what?
not homies. Like, look, I've used the word gay amongst my friends and stuff. I'm not gonna say I haven't. You know, but they know it's coming from not a place of like. Being less than or making fun of.
Sure.
So if you go out there and call some guy gay who's driving a truck, probably gonna get your head punched. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the context is. So
But you'll be happy to know, man, that we have a lot of we've had a lot of coming out stories where they use sugar gay.
well, that warms my heart. And I actually do a
Yeah.
lot of cameos, which another thing we're gonna talk about. Is,
Yes, we want to talk about because that's how this.
and I'll do those all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's all friendly and coming out, like if I can be sort of like any sort of help in some all day long. You know, I've got a lot of
Yeah.
gay. I got some of my people I love the most in this world are gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see that your generation is totally cool with that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
cool that they're almost using gay in a reverse thing, meaning fun. Like, it's sugar gay, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
A gang of like 20-year-old college girls going, we're going to the sugar gay time tonight. I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, but just know what you're kind of saying. You know, there's a little bit
Sure.
of a backstory there, and people have been bullied. You know, I don't want to go dark, but people have been really hurt by the misuse of that name. And some people are still living in fear because of being coming out, which is
Yeah.
sad to me. You know,
Yeah.
but I understand it because I'm an 80s, 70s dude. I'm an old motherfucker. I remember when gay was, you know, it was like punk rock. It was fighting words.
Yeah.
And if you had blue hair in late 70s, early 80s, you're gonna get your ass beat. And there's the same situation now if you were gay or something
Yeah.
like that. So it's nice to see it evolve to almost become a meme that's almost harmless. But it's still, just know there's a little bit of just be careful where you're using it.
Yeah,
Man. And again,
yeah.
there's a lot of material you can throw at me and social media in there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good stuff. I forgot even half the good stuff in there.
Well, no, I was gonna say
I got to rewatch it again.
When did you see it first? Like when?
Oh, I saw it the night it came out because
Oh, you did?
I have always been friends with the paparazzi. I have found it.
Oh no, I meant our video.
Oh, yours.
Yeah.
I was in the Big Brother house. I think because I did Celebrity Big Brother a
Yeah.
couple years ago,
Yeah.
and I
I want to talk about that too because I love that show.
it's a great show.
Yeah.
And I think it pushed that video into a little bit of the social media sphere a little bit.
Mhm.
And it's maybe how you guys saw it.
Okay.
Did you guys see it a long time ago, or did you see it a couple
Oh,
years ago?
actually, that might be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a couple years ago.
Exactly. Like it was January 2018 when I did Celebrity Big Brother, and
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it was like
basically when we did it.
yeah.
so I was in the house, completely off the grid. No,
No
literally, you go in the
way.
house, you're off, no media, no nothing. All you see is Meta World Peace losing his mind, going, "I gotta get out of here!" And Chuck Liddell about to punch you in the face. You're like, "Oh my god, I got
Chuck
to
Liddell
Oh
was
my
on
God,
that
I
Chuck
season?
yeah.
Liddell was in there,
That's
man.
crazy,
What?
man.
And he was walking around pacing, like going crazy. I go,
How big is that
"Please don't, dude?" He's 6'2", like, and 240, and built like a brick shit house. But it's the intensity in his
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
He looks like, you want a shark to kill somebody?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
always looking like that.
Yeah.
He wakes up like that and goes to sleep like that, and he's the sweetest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But there is that on-off switch in that dude
Yeah.
that you can tell. Just there's a reason why he was the champion of the
Yeah,
world. You know,
yeah.
in his weight class.
Yeah.
So I think when I was in Celebrity Big Brother, completely off the grid, you know, people were looking to see who these cast members were. You know, they were
Totally.
getting 8-9 million views a show because it was going against the Olympics. So CBS was really promoting it.
That's
And
crazy.
I think, you know, you look at what all the people that were involved in Big Brother, you know, from Omarosa, that was a trip, and they're like, their past come to light.
Yeah.
And of course, the Sugar Gay video went, one more time,
Yeah.
let's go again. And
Yeah.
the people have never seen it.
Yeah.
Like the people
Let's
that hit
go
me,
again.
Let's do
It's
it
part of
again.
the routine
And
now. Every
guess
couple
what?
of years.
Let's
Just
get
start
two of the
this shit up.
smartest guys on the internet to fucking just pick it apart and just. I'm just glad you guys did and brought out the humor in it. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
And it made me look like the moron that I was and am in that video for sure. But you guys did it in a lighthearted way, and which was great. And if it's smart, I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, when I get the blocked Instagram account from Emerson Soccer 2022, and it says "Sugar Gay, you suck" or something like. I'm like, that. Then I kind of know where it came from.
Sure.
But you know what I mean. There's plenty of other stuff than that. But that's when I came out of the house, my phone just exploded. Just went boom. You know, because actually was just mediocre enough to make it to the finale of Celebrity Big Brother. And that's when I was like, Cody Ko. No, like, who are these dudes? Like, what's going on? Because I'm 52. You know, I still get a newspaper delivered to my house. You know? And so it wasn't really my way of searching out entertainment and stuff. And that's when I first learned you guys.
Yeah.
And I went, oh God. When I first saw the thumbnail of who took the L, I'm like, oh God.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta
dude.
sit through this motherfucker right now. And it's the first thing I saw coming out. My kids are trying to hug me. Daddy, we miss you. I'm like, get away from me. Hold on. I'm watching this.
I gotta see who took the L here.
I'm pretty sure it's me, but I want to see it to the end. And so that's when I first noticed it. And then I first went down a rabbit hole of what you guys do. And I went, wow. These guys are very, very like influential. And it's the first time I noticed of, of course, like, Joe Rogan, those guys, I've seen like popular YouTube channels, but man, I saw the power when you guys galvanize your audience and fans.
Sure.
And it was interesting. That's when I just, and you guys took it to another level. Now it's just every day, something is like, I mean, that thing's got like 8 or 9 million views on your world.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Not to mention outside the the Tiny Meat podcast, Cody Ko NOEL Miller universe. So that's when I first kind of got a hold of it about a year and a half ago, and then it's just kept coming ever since.
Well, this was wild. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, like, I mean, we could talk about Big Brother in a second, but I think it's worth noting to people that I don't think they know this, that like you started Sugar Ray in like 86, right? Is that right? Or
it's actually 1988.
88. That, I mean, so you've had a band for what, almost 30 years now?
Yeah, we started in Newport Beach, California, just about
So
9 hours down the 405.
You're from?
Yeah, I'm from Orange
Okay,
County,
cool.
Newport Beach.
Nice.
You guys are from the West Side, guys, right?
I was actually born in Toronto, and he was born in Calgary, so we're from
Alberta.
Canada.
Both
When did you
Canadian.
guys come down here?
I came down here super young. Like
Okay.
I've lived in LA pretty much my whole life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've been here for 5 years now.
Gotcha.
4.5,
Gotcha.
5 years.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you guys know Newport, not
Yeah,
too far.
yeah.
So the band started there in '88. We wanted to be like a heavy metal band, like a LA Guns, Faster Pussycat, Warrant, hair. We wanted to be a hair metal band.
Yeah.
We got no problem admitting it now.
Yeah.
I can finally let that come out now. I don't care. But we weren't good enough players, so we slowly just kept playing around LA. And then in 1994, we got a record deal with Atlantic Records, and it's the only band I've ever been in. It's the only job I've ever really had. And I still have the original guitar player. And we were kind of talking earlier. I'm just so blessed I still get to be in this business.
Yeah. You should tell the Pro Tools story. That's amazing.
Yeah, you told us you were the luckiest dude in show business.
Well, I don't think there's any denying that. And when you see my body of work, I think it kind of validates that. Sharknado 2, 3, and 6. Joe Dirt 2, because I couldn't afford Kid
I didn't know
Rock.
you were in
Oh,
Sharknado?
Sharknado 2, 3, and 6, dude.
Dude, let's go watch that.
Watch Sharknado 2. That's some of my best work.
Yeah?
Me and Ian Ziering, not Ian.
Oh, okay.
You want problems, call him Ian.
Okay.
Ian, okay.
Ziering.
Got
Yeah,
it. If we ever meet him, we'll have him on the podcast next.
There you go. He's actually an interesting dude. And then I was in Joe Dirt 2 because they couldn't afford Kid Rock. So I was like, and that's so.
No way.
And then Scooby Doo. So you can see where my
that's
skills-
right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You did Scooby Doo.
Oh, now you guys are lighting up.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God, dude.
So you got to see where my skill set is. So like, I just look every day and I just go, I've hosted TV shows I don't deserve hosting. I've got a radio show on Sirius XM. I still play live, and that's what keeps the lights on. So when we got signed in 1994, it was like grunge was just was really happening, but we were a band from Newport Beach, California.
Right.
Our environment was like Baywatch.
Yeah.
I didn't get a BMW until I was 18. Hard times down there in the streets of Newport. You know what I'm saying? And so we were like just a fun band. And back then, everybody was kind of staring at their shoes, kind of Scott Weiland, Lane Staley, kind of dark.
Yeah.
We were this band, just loved the Beastie Boys and Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And just unabashedly, but just couldn't play. So I finally stumbled on a song, and we thought it had a little bit of something. It was the first song we wrote that like people got the feels a little bit. It
Sure.
wasn't about cars or beer. And there was a guy named David Kahn who produced What I Got by Sublime.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that song,
Yeah.
legendary song, legendary band. And I've seen Sublime a million times down in Orange County. growing up.
Yeah.
And half the time they'd show up, half the time they wouldn't. And when they did, they'd go on these long 30-minute dub jams of like bump, bump, boogum, 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 and they like would just like fall asleep at the mic, and like they were just wrecked half the time. You could see there was a genius there, but it was hard to like really see the true talent of the band.
Sure.
You know. Then David Kahn, who became our producer, produced What I Got, and he cracked the code how to make that Southern California reggae, punk rock, hip hop thing all work.
Yeah.
It's kind of like cracking the code of how a comedian can get a impression done.
Yeah.
You know, and so we reached out to David Kahn. We said, we have this song called Fly. We think it's decent. We don't think it's all the way there. Would you listen to it? Maybe give it a shot.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, we will. Yes, I will. So he listened to it. He said, I think there's something there. Let's try and record it. So it's the only song on the album. If anybody bought the record, I apologize. It's the anomaly on the record. It's the only decent song on there. I can admit that. And we were sitting in there. I was getting ready to record the song just like this. The mic is right here. The red light is on. And I was terrified. And David's in the control room, which is the room outside the studio. And he said, Mark, I've got some good news and some bad news for you before we start this song. And being the Irishman I am, I go, okay, David, give me the bad news first. You know, he goes, you can't sing. Now I'm about to sing the song. The only chance that the career of Sugar Ray is hinging on. And I'm like, oh, bro, that's pretty gnarly. What could possibly be the good news? He goes, well, I have this new thing called Pro Tools, and I can put your voice and get it where it needs to be, and we can Frankenstein the vocals. I think if you listen to me and surrender, we can sell 2 million copies off this song. And I just got on my knees. And I go, dude, I'm yours, whatever you want.
Whoa.
Long story short, took about 12 hours to Frankenstein. We'd be, okay, stop.
No
So
way.
anybody, you know, Pro
Really?
Tools. Oh yeah.
So you're doing it
All
like by
around the world.
the
whole-
syllable.
just he found my voice. I found my voice through like kind of Pro Tooling what
Wow.
it was. 'Cause,
Whoa.
yeah, I mean, I was screaming, I was yelling, I was falsettoing. I didn't know how to sing, and I still don't. But I found a tone, you know, and
Sure.
David Kahn found it for me and brought it out in Fly, and it ended up being #1 around the world, sold 2 million copies, and led us to write songs like Every Morning and Someday that had that the vocal feel, you
Yeah.
know, and we owe our entire career to David Kahn. So that's kind of the story. So
That's
Were you better?
insane.
Were you better at singing, or at least like recording after the fact because you knew how to?
yes,
You knew.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
He kind of coached you how to use your voice.
exactly. And
Like,
Cody,
what
you know, you
sounded
guys
cool?
found the dynamic how you guys work
Yeah.
on stage. You do live shows.
Yeah.
It's a trial and error.
Yeah.
We find it out. Whoa, that's the sweet spot. That's where you want to be. Your voice does not want to be over here. Like he said, dude, you can't sing. That was like the best advice you could ever give me.
Yeah.
Because but if you stay in a lane where it's almost like a talking voice, Bob Dylan did it. Anthony Kiedis has done it. You know, it can be done. And so I
Yeah.
kind of surrendered to him. It gave me hope as much. It was sort of this backhanded diss at the same
I
time.
mean, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that's pretty like, yeah, that's crazy.
It's an insane story, and that's why I say, like, you know, my whole career has been these serendipitous like events that have I've just been very lucky. you
Yeah.
know? And when I hosted Extra, they kind of let me learn as I was going along. I was like a deer in the headlights the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
I'm like, the stars were out in Hollywood last night. Let's take a look. You know, all stiff and weird. And so people have given me a lot of chances that I probably don't deserve. I
Sure.
certainly don't. In fact, I'm talking to you guys right now, and you know, still performing weekly, and you know, I get to make a living at it, and you know, take my kids to school. I've been very blessed. you
Yeah.
know, and I
mean-
think a lot of that is just, you know, even though some of the videos you've seen maybe articulate something different,
Sure.
I remember names and I try to be a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You know
I mean,
what I mean?
so like going from that where you like have like this hit record where you like kind of cut up your vocals, how does it feel, I guess, now? Not to like make it all interviewy, but like you guys made an album last year, and like do you feel like recording is, I don't know, is it like, because you've been in that time where Pro Tools was just becoming a thing, and
Yeah.
now you can record off a laptop and
Yeah.
have all the capabilities of an SSL, and it's like you don't need some crazy setup to
At
like
all.
make albums. Like, what is that like for you, for someone who's been making music this long? Like, does it blow your mind just as much as anyone else, or?
what's really crazy is how quickly it all happened too. I mean, you're talking about technology that happened 10 years ago. Too.
Yeah.
So I mean, the business literally ended overnight. So record stores went away. We used to sell CDs.
Yeah.
Hard, copy CDs.
I'm gonna admit this. What was it? 1959.
1459.
1459. Yeah, I bought
Thank
that
you.
album.
Yeah, I did
I bought
too.
that album.
I'll give you your 1999 back.
Yeah.
Whatever the
No,
Canadian
no.
exchange was.
No.
I'll give it back to you. But
It's like
I'm proud of
$400.
that record. We kind of figured out how to write songs.
No,
like that.
man,
We were getting
I-
better as a band. That
I-
sold 3 million copies, more than the other one.
I used to crack open the album art often, like just like that airplane. He has like that airplane manual
we did
like
the
style.
airplane thing, and I did like a Freddie Mercury thing where I had like like a super like butch gnarly leather biker guy
Yeah.
like sort of feeding me God, there's a real gay thing around my whole world.
It's fine, man.
Oh, it just shows you my whole where I'm a whole am about it, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what people do, as long as you don't hurt anybody. But so that record was really good to us. But the whole way, it's like you can just record a record off this in your iPhone now.
Yeah.
It blows me away because
Yeah.
it happened so quickly. I mean, it's almost like telling like a dentist going, hey, dentistry's extinct now. We figured out how to like fix your teeth without using any drills. And by the way, I'm all for that, by the way. And so we're going to completely remove an industry. So I saw a multi-billion-dollar industry go away in 5 years. Sean Fanning and Napster came along and went, later. We're all like, what? No, it's illegal. You guys aren't going to you're not going to steal stuff.
Did that affect you guys a lot?
Absolutely. It still does. I mean, songwriting, I've been blessed to co-written a couple, songs that really were earners back in the day. And I'm like, yeah, pension plan, killer. And like, now they're coming, like we used to get offers for like Fly every morning. Like I'm talking 7-figure offers to use them in movies.
No,
Really?
Someone last week sent me an offer for Fly. And I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but $1,000 to use it in a TV show.
Oh,
I go, so look at that devaluation, you guys.
Yeah.
That's what's happened in 20 years. Just to show you how quickly it happened.
I feel like now though it's almost like the renaissance of the music industry just because of like streaming revenue and it's almost like royalties now have increased.
They're coming back.
They're coming back
and
for sure.
they were at nothing, so they could only go up. In terms of how you used to get paid in terrestrial radio and stuff like that, it's not even near. I'm grateful. It's definitely going back up, which is great, but it's nowhere near where it should be. And I just I don't want to bore the hell out of your viewers or listeners.
No,
man,
I think this is really
they love
interesting,
stuff like
honestly,
this. This is great. Yeah.
You guys like, gotta get that fucking
No,
guy out of here.
no.
I think we're out of time actually.
Yeah, hey, look at the time, man. You got any young guys? Any dirt nasty in here or something? But yeah, it's intellectual property is still property. And I always compare it, like when you look at a song like Fly every morning, if you look at a song like All Star by Smash Mouth or a Post Malone song, they're worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go walk into the New York Museum of Art and go get a Basquiat off the wall and go put it in my house.
Yeah.
Now, Basquiat's worth millions of dollars, right? I know that's an extreme example, but it's showing you how intellectual property, even though you can't see it, it has value.
Yeah.
And I understand. And look, I've ripped songs. I'm not going to sit here and be some fucking virtuous guy. I've ripped songs too. I get it. It's easy to do. But I hope it's coming back, like you said, Cody, which is great. So I hope there is sort of where, there's a fair place where, look, guys, I've made money and I'm going to continue, God willing, to make money performing live.
Yeah.
But it's those songwriters that are struggling out there.
Yeah.
We're barely paying rent anyway.
Well,
It's gone away.
I think we went through this like long period where like music was free for a while. Nobody paid for music.
Yeah.
And now at least with streaming, like how big it is now, and with YouTube's like copyright system built in, there's like now this like idea that's been hammered home, at least like amongst Gen Z, that music is not free, and they know it's not free. If they want to use it in a whatever, they know that every time they use it in a TikTok, someone gets money for that.
Someone gets paid for it.
Someone's paying for that.
I think definitely
like
people understand that way more now. And I think there's actually even people are supportive of it. Like I feel like people understand more like, oh dude, like they sat up, they wrote this song, or they made this thing. Like it's kind of shitty if
there's effort in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You guys are doing these things, and you're millions of people watching, and you want to be compensated for it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're entertaining people, you know, and I think that's great because it was totally imbalanced in the 90s. People were buying CDs for one song, and it was charging them $20 an hour.
Pretty much,
that was unfair. It was greedy.
Yeah,
it was opulent. It was disgusting. It was all those things. So now Fanning came in with a sort of Robin Hood effect and said, all right, we're just scorched earthing your whole multi-corporate bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're starting at we're giving you zero.
Yeah.
So now I think you're right. Slowly we're getting back to a part where, like, those days are gone. They should be, but now we're getting a part where people are being compensated for the work, rightfully so. And, and hopefully, it'll stay that way.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry to interrupt this episode, but real quick, we just want to mention our sponsors. This episode is sponsored by Robinhood.
Hey.
It's 2020. And sorry, my fucking time limit came up on the.
Oh, nice.
Let's start over. Guys, sorry to interrupt this episode, but we wanted to mention our sponsors real quick.
Yes.
This episode is sponsored by Robinhood.
Yes.
2020 is the perfect time to start thinking about 2040.
Aha.
With Robinhood, you can invest in the markets and earn interest with a competitive API on uninvested cash.
Uninvested.
They make it easy to get started and learn as you grow with
Ooh.
an intuitive app experience and no commission fees on trades, and stock prices don't have to hold you back.
Not at all.
And you can buy a piece of a company you love for as low as $1 and build your portfolio a little at a time. Buy one share, buy half a share, 3 1/4 shares. It's up to you, people. Your budget, your goals. Your first stock is on the house when you set up your account. Go to tinymeatgang.robinhood.com to learn more and claim your free stock. Annual percentage yield or on uninvested cash is paid by program banks and is variable. Robinhood Financial is not a bank. The free stock offer is subject to terms and conditions. All investments involve risk. Other fees may apply. Visit rbnhd.co/fees. The fine print, I guess. But yeah, I use Robinhood. I love it.
Yeah. Start investing, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we want to thank the very lovely, our favorite, Honey. You know that Honey is free. Okay, it's an online shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them to your cart. And you know how great it feels to save, but how great does it feel to save with Honey? Well, saving with Honey feels like sliding into a seat on a train just before the doors close. It's just,
I made it.
It's just like that. It's like that first whiff of the tea. Just,
Yeah, when you get some new drama.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, sure. I've used Honey on a million things. Clothes, buying equipment for the studio. Has been great because there's a Best Buy across the street, so it's very convenient to shop online for store pickup and then use Honey. Get a little discount while I'm building out the studio.
Sure.
I had like a crazy order once, like Revolve or something. I think I saved like $200. It was pretty nuts. Anyway, Honey has found.
I was like, what?
Honey has found over 18 million members. Okay, they've gotten all those people over $2 billion in savings, and they also support over 30,000 stores, including Macy's, Target, Sephora, Best Buy, and more. And they're adding every day. Using it feels great, and it's free to install. Get Honey right now because it's free. Head on over to joinhoney.com/TMG. That's joinhoney.com/TMG. Cody, just tell them one more time where they can get it.
Joinhoney.com/TMG.
Joinhoney.com/TMG.
Speaking of the feeling of entering a train right before the doors close, what about the feeling of anxiety and stress? That's a bad feeling, I would say.
It's a bad feeling.
I don't like that feeling at all.
Perhaps chronic pain.
Well, you can combat that thanks to Feels. Feels is a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Now, I know you guys saw me have a panic attack on the podcast about 2 episodes ago.
Yes.
And so that stops my anxiety from living my best life, especially when it happens at my job, which is this podcast. And so Feels helps me combat that. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness.
Actually,
I've been taking it. It helps me sleep a lot, and it relaxes me.
I was using the little sample kit we got as like a decompressing. I've been doing this thing where instead of going on social media, I just like right around 9 o'clock, I try to
it's the best, right?
hit a little CBD and I try to read a book.
Read a book, really? What book you
off
read?
my Kindle. I'm reading that weird murder.
Oh, right.
thing.
Okay, cool. Nice. Fuck yeah. Listen, Feels is easy to take. Place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. And if you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline and text message support to help guide your personal experience. Feels has me feeling my best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/TMG, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/TMG. FEALS.com/TMG to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/TMG.
I mean, we talk about this after we have. I mean, every morning is weirdly, I think, special to to us just because like we grew up with that song. I mean, that song was just on the radio, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest trip for us. Like here, sitting right now, like if you told young me, like, hey, you're gonna meet this guy,
Dude, so true, man.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have believed it because to me, I'm like, oh, this guy's cool.
Oh, you're very kind and sweet, and you know that's happened to me in a few things. So I know what you're talking about, and it's what I'm trading now. It's nostalgia.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of bands of my era they're really like, don't call us nostalgic. We're still very relevant and putting out new music. I go, yeah, I heard your new music, dude. It's great. Play the hits, bro. You know, and I think for me, nostalgia is it's a beautiful word. You look up in the dictionary, it's all positive things.
Yeah.
And if we look at our athletes, we look at them all nostalgically and like Magic Johnson. But if you look like, you know, a band, nostalgia is almost a bad word. I think it's because we don't ever stop, musicians.
Sure.
Athletes stop.
Yeah.
If Michael Jordan was still playing basketball tonight, it'd be kind of sad.
Yeah.
You know, but you could still see Smash Mouth or Sugar Ray playing tonight.
Yeah.
And depending on how some of us look, it's but so I think you see us actually growing old and performing and getting worse, and like our voices are going away, you know, so there's almost a sadness to the nostalgia associated with music that is not with athletes because they just have to stop playing.
That's a good point.
That's a great point.
Well, because I've always wondered why nostalgia in music has been so like, oh, poor guys. And now I see why, because you're watching us grow old.
Yeah.
You know, I talked about you guys earlier, like people like, look at that guy's plastic surgery, carrot top, Joan Rivers face. And I'm like, I've never had a thing. I'm just naturally beautiful. I've never had a thing done in my life.
Yeah.
I've gained 15 pounds since you guys seen the views. I've seen since you saw the videos and stuff like that. But so I just think that kind of all kind of leads into this growing old thing.
Yeah.
And we were doing it in front of people.
But you still love to play though, right? I mean,
dude, like I say this to everybody, and there is no retirement plan for me, much to people's chagrin.
Yeah.
You guys get to see post edits. Do you guys do these post edits for like you freeze frame the guy and go like, question mark, like, what an idiot. Are you doing it right now?
No.
Yeah, we will do this.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know you will.
Yeah.
You better.
Kyle's taking notes
you better
right
not
now.
treat
All
this
right.
you better, Kyle, don't treat this any differently, motherfucker. So there is no retirement plan for me.
Yeah.
My prayer is that I die at a Denny's in Barstow at about 77, playing 3 sets a night, and I just die into a Grand Slam breakfast. And I swear to that's my dream. That is my dream. That would be, Mark, you live the best life in the world. As long as my kids didn't see it live, because they know I'll always be doing it. But they'll be old enough to then. They can handle it. So that is the good news about being in music, is that you can do it forever. That's also the bad news for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's honestly my dream. You know, I'll never stop performing. I love it.
That's awesome, man.
You know, I've got to do some things. You talk about like, you know, people you admire and love. I'm in a band called Royal Machines, and it's with Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction and Josh Freese, who plays drums with Weezer and Sublime and Sting and all these amazing musicians. And because of the musicianship, we can reach out to a Steven Tyler. We can reach out to an Ozzy Osbourne, a Post Malone. And we're kind of an all-star band that plays corporate shows.
Yeah.
So I've played with everybody from, I got to do It's Tricky with Run DMC.
Yeah.
You know, and like to me, dude, growing up in the 80s, you know, License to Ill and the Beastie Boys and It's Tricky and Run DMC, that was everything to me. So having not that this is one of those moments for you, but I've had some of those moments where like, if you could have told the 10-year-old me, you know, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Well, you guys are only on your way up. Like,
thanks,
my
man.
shit's peaked, so I can tell you like where my pinnacle was. So it'll get better when you're sitting with, fucking Keanu Reeves. You can like, I'm Mark McGrath shit a long time ago, wasn't it?
No way, dude. No way. We got to make Sharknado 8 with the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, dude, what is the future for you two? I want to know from your fans.
I mean,
what's going on? What's in the works?
Damn.
We have stuff that we like obviously can and cannot talk about, but we definitely are. I think this year we both want to kind of buckle down and start to figure out how we make something like, I don't know, creatively risky, like bigger than what we've ever done.
A movie.
Yeah, something.
How is a movie
that
not
would be cool?
I mean, look, you guys, I can see by your eyes you're already talking about it and it's almost in the works. It's coming.
Well, I was talking with my friends, at least. We were going through, we were talking about comedy movies of the decade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the best comedy movie of the last decade?
Yeah.
Right? 2010, 2020. They're really it's kind
What
of
did you come
been
up
like
with?
a weird.
Like, give me some.
I'm not saying we're gonna write the next comedy movie, but I'm just saying I think there's definitely room for
Like
something. I don't know. You know,
There's such room. There's such room. You see Adam Devine?
Divine, yeah.
Devine.
he's killing it.
Divine.
Divine, yeah.
I was on an episode of Workaholics, so I should. Really lovely guys and they're killing it.
Yeah.
And he's sort of filling that space, and he's got some shots, and so I think that's your space.
Yeah.
That's your space. You guys are too whip smart. Have you guys read the script?
I mean,
Come on, man. I'm bearing my soul in this motherfucker. Come on now.
No, I've never written like a full like nothing like feature length
Bullet
by
point.
far. Sketches for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's something I definitely want to do.
I think it's something we've started to, after last year, like doing a lot of touring, and that I feel like touring just opened up our I don't know, our vision to what we could do.
Yeah,
so I think,
for sure.
I think after coming off all those tours, we're like, oh shit, like we say this in the show, but seeing all the views, it's hard to look at those views and think, oh, this is a 1-to-1 translation, like
exactly,
and so to see a lot of those people show up in real life, it makes us feel like, oh shit, like there's a lot of people that like what we do, so it makes us want to work harder. So I think from that, we kind of came into this year like, all right, what's like something really dope we could do for everyone? A little like from the hip shot I thought would be really funny is I was like, what if we did like some fan film? It was like 30 minutes long, and we just got like everyone that we've ever made a video about. So it's got like you,
that
GT
is a
Dave,
great idea.
just like some like really funny story where it just weaves everyone together, and it's like done.
That is a great
Yeah.
Like,
idea.
dude, it could be like a Pineapple Express type shit where we're like trying to like we're like it's a scavenger hunt, and we just end up like in each one of your like
that is such a great
like
idea.
yo, call Mark like
or like what what if it like ends up with this thing and it's like you're outside of a bar and you're drunk again? It's like, oh god.
You recreate all that. I'm just waiting for like all those college or whatever the hell they're called. Someone tell me to recreate that thing. I've been waiting for that forever. Gentlemen. But
he's
I
like
think
the
that's
final boss in the movie. Like he has the thing.
he's like, I will beat your fuck, and we're like, oh shit,
I will
dude.
beat your. I was so drunk I couldn't articulate. I will beat your fuck. That's
Legendary though, legendary.
Let's all talk about legendary and then like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Legendary if you're not the guy. If you're the guy, you're like, oh boy, I'll be laughing just as hard. But when you guys are doing the live shows, you find where the sweet spots are, where the performance would be, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Like that's where we're gonna go.
Yeah, yeah.
When's the next? When's the next tour start?
We go to Europe on like February 5th, and then we go to Australia and then New Zealand.
And then we're gonna do the US again, dude. And
see, that's so rad about the internet, you guys. It's worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I know. Yeah.
Once you hit worldwide. Like when during Sugar Ray's sort of like pinnacle and heydays, we'd hit in territories. We got big in America. There was no internet, so then you had to go to Australia and service that territory, and then we weren't so big in Germany. But like once you hit these, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's an amazing effect of what you guys are doing.
So I have
It's a
to
blessing. Go around the world.
Yeah, I have to pitch you live on the show so we could pressure you to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were thinking, we're gonna do 2 shows in LA, and we thought it'd be cool if you popped out to one of them.
It would be an honor.
Yes,
it would be an honor.
Yes,
I am committed.
All right, now we got to cut this part out so that we don't ruin the surprise.
Where are you guys gonna perform it? Forgive me,
The Will Turn.
Fuck, that's 2 nights?
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are going to arenas, man.
Oh no, stop it.
What kind of production?
MSG next.
Yeah.
You better. You guys are on your way. That's
Thanks,
how it goes. Dude. I mean, after Will Turn, it is Staples, dude.
Yeah. Man,
that's wild. I mean, that'd
be scary.
Yeah,
no,
who knows?
To your question, I mean, and people wonder this as well, but it's like a good mix of stand up and music. We on our New Year's Eve show, we just wrote a couple songs for the show and we tried them out, and the reception was felt good. So I think just like.
Is there a full band? Forgive me. I should.
Oh yeah, you said production. Yeah, no, it's just us, and we got a couple auto-tune mics, and then
I know all about those, man.
We got ours cranked to 10, baby.
And people love your songs, obviously,
with it,
right?
Yeah, because they're all fun.
How many of you? How many have you streamed or sold? I mean, have you gotten an award yet for your songs? Like, is there? I know you got best podcast award.
Okay.
Which is gigantic.
An award or award?
Like a certification, like we have done 500,000 downloads. I don't know if there is
I
one
see
of
what you're saying. Well, we got
music.
So we have our biggest song right now has 30 million streams in 6 months.
That's bigger than Fly.
No way.
Really? I mean, we couldn't see. I think we're kind of like you in the sense where we love learning and we love like trying new shit. So we'll put our heads down, and if we want to do something, we'll do it. We'll try and do it as best as we can.
Yeah,
and we'll just learn. We'll like our producer basically did the same thing with us. He sat us down, made us sound fucking dope.
Yeah.
So then we just kept doing sessions with him, kept learning. I learned how to use my voice a little bit better. I'm still learning.
Sure, of course.
And
Some way you can evolve, dude, is take chances. You know,
Yeah.
you have to take
Yeah.
chances.
Yeah.
Writing scripts, singing songs. It's the only way.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys are at that space where people want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you start off the show? I mean, let me ask you something, because there's a lot of obviously the show is all comedy. The songs aren't comedy,
they
Oh,
are.
They are.
Not okay. So
but they're
our
real
stuff
songs,
on
though,
Spotify.
right?
Yeah.
Like Lonely Island. So and I look, I don't want to.
No.
I saw you just go, oh, dude, please.
No,
don't do it."
not at all, not at all. I'm
No.
just saying because our music on Spotify now is
They're
getting
good. They're good.
It's getting like a little bit
Thank you.
less comedic, like
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
we're
right.
Yeah, the first couple projects were definitely like on the nose, like strong comedy
Comedy,
premises,
yeah.
and now we try to like ride the line where it's it's fun, it's listenable, but there's like shades of comedy in there.
Time for a club banger, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you're not
yeah.
fucking around.
Yeah.
That's what the deal is.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, let's just
Yeah.
dubstep. That's what we gotta do next. Dude.
Is it hard to? And the thing I've always admired about comedians, and it's something that bands have just the opposite expectation, is if I don't play the hits, I'll never perform again. I'll get booed out of an arena.
Yeah.
An arena. Who am I talking about? A tiny club. But if your guys' stuff gets up on YouTube and stuff like that, are you constantly evolving the show? Are there hit things that work for you guys that you need to do every time? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, with stand up, when you're doing sort of like, I think stand up is a lot like music in that you figure out what your hits are, and you definitely you have those in your back pocket all the time. So with stand up, I think you get to a point where you can kind of like you have like the Fly equivalent in your set
in your
and-
back pocket.
yeah,
You know when
and
to
you
bring it
have
out.
and you have the every morning, and so
Sure.
when you try like that risky stuff, you're like, all right, that's bombing. You can just like,
Hold on.
yeah,
Remember this?
yeah,
yeah.
Is there a lot of improv in your set?
yeah, definitely.
And
There
you
is,
bring
yeah.
you bring folks up on stage and where you're from, or not?
Not-
Sometimes.
Is that too?
I mean, like, yeah, we've never really done. We've done it like a couple times.
Yeah, I think in the first couple tours we actually had like we had a couple bits like dedicated to finding someone in the audience, and it was that was like a lot of fun, and I'm a little bummed we didn't get that like filmed very well.
Yeah.
Because it was funny to see the premise like makes a certain assumption, and to see it play out in real time every time was like, whoa, this is fucking crazy, like it's real.
I'm dying to see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a
Bring it
great
back
bit.
for
that.
that.
We retired that one.
We did.
We know, like, it's a standard or like a normal comedian, I guess, will do material until they do like a special, and they'll
Yeah.
retire everything.
Yeah, you can't do it again.
So we've only been touring for a year. I'm not to say we're like
No.
like real comedians or anything, but we like
Dude, you are.
we toured for a
Gotta
year.
Stop with that. I mean, it's cool not to have labels, but you are absolutely a comedian.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you,
The
Yeah.
finest order. You know?
Yeah, thanks, man.
So we toured for a year now, solid, and so we've been working on the show for a year. So we now know exactly what works for this show, and so now we're kind of like slowly replacing bits and
Yeah.
trying to create something all new that will hopefully be completely brand new by
And
next year.
It's like it's this
Or by-
it's this brutal process where some people come to see us and we say, oh yeah, we got new stuff, but it's like some nights we're only working out like a specific bit, and other nights we're
course.
working out more,
Of course.
and it becomes like this piecemeal thing. Because the other voice crack, the other thing is that, like you pointed out, we're very lucky to be playing some of these larger rooms, so.
Definitely.
It is a little
You get lost sometimes a little? Or?
but it's more like when you're going out to perform in front of 1,800 people, you don't want to go there and say, they paid money, they spend their
and
time.
try out,
yeah,
shit
it's
you know
so-
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's so easy for us to be like, yeah, let's try and work this out tonight. And then we step out on stage and we're like, oh fuck, okay, let's just go back.
Right.
And we,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
let's
this
just-
is my
we-
one shot to see you guys,
Yeah,
man. Don't
yeah.
work out any bullshit.
Yeah.
in front of me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're like, we have to make them laugh.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle bomb
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Recently, yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I mean, you get to be of my stature. You get invited to these shows. No, but I love stand-up
Flex.
comedy. I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that scares me more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
It terrifies me. It's,
Yeah.
it's a mic and make me laugh, motherfucker. And people are sitting like that.
Yeah.
So you already have two strikes against you because you can't sneak up on them.
Yeah.
And people are saying, make me laugh.
Yeah.
So they're go ahead.
Yeah.
And just the mic and then your funny jokes, man. And I admire it so much, man.
That was like the thing. So I did a lot of shows in college, and it was my friends would have to cut me off because I would like start to hype up the crowd and it would start to turn into stand up. And there would be like my friends on stage, it's like 5 of them in the back. They'd be like, hey, bro, they'd be like, shut up, man. Like, we came here to do music. And you're up here telling jokes and shit. Like, shut your fucking mouth. And I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad. And then we get
They're about to bring him down with some like dark, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I think.
Start roasting your own dudes on stage.
But like coming off of that, right, where you're kind of talking and then music happens and you're talking some more and music happens. To the first time I did stand up, to get on stage and there's no backing track, and when the joke fucking ate and everyone's sitting there like, all right, what else you got? I'm like, oh,
dig out of that.
You
and try and like, okay,
you gotta dig.
Is this
deep.
thing on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got to dig out
That's
of it.
a rough place to be.
But that's how you fucking learn, dude. You grind that shit out.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
No, it's brutal, but it's
So the cameo thing.
Oh
yeah. Let's talk about that, and let's talk about Big Brother too. Talk about that.
I thought, man, that was the most obvious motherfucker ever. Because here's the thing about cameo. I get a lot of cameos in there. You know, a lot of them are like, stupid, and I won't do them. Some, I go, okay, I'll do this one. I'll do it completely straight. This person, for those that don't know, they asked if I would break up with their grad school boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now, we all know all those Sugar Ray grad school fans out there, right?
Yeah.
So immediately I was like, oh, this is bullshit. And who would have me break up with their girlfriend or boyfriend during exam week? Whatever it was. So I go, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it straight, and I'll make
man.
I'll make my little $5 or whatever the hell I make a cameo, 125. And
discount code. Fly.
It's
25% off.
The time. And so I just did it straight. I go, hey, and Cody, I'm really sorry, Cheyenne, whatever the hell his name was, and I wish you the best. And hey, maybe and I went on for like 3 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
And I go, maybe someday we can all high five at a Sugar Ray show backstage. I go, okay,
dude,
that's certainly tipped it off. And then I just
funny.
And then I just kind of let it go, and I go, oh, the 3 or 4 people that see that, I'll get a laugh that they got over on me, and that's it. Fast forward.
It's us again.
Trending. Look at people on social media can't keep telling me I'm not famous, and I've trended twice in the last month. #1 on social media.
Bitch.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, fucking viral king, yo. Fucking Valtrex king, right here.
You are good at it. Like,
Well, I am I good at it when I'm not trying to do it? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think that is being like just
being
low key. It's a talent. I don't know. It's a
Just
talent.
being such a fucking idiot that people are like, is he that fucking stupid? So that's kind of how we got here, how I got talking to you guys, because I go, man, I love you guys. I'm big fans, and like, I can't believe you guys didn't see through that.
No,
right
dude,
there.
I completely.
But a lot of people didn't.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah.
We had no idea.
You nailed it, dude.
You really did it like that well.
But what made me feel bad is people are like, oh, what a sweet guy, such a nice guy. And so I had to like kind of back off the little narrative. Now I'm like, well, people are thinking what a great guy I am. And that was such a nice thing to do for someone. Must have been very difficult. So I was caught in this conundrum of like, no, I didn't mean to. Well, everyone's making, but it was really weird. But I did well for my holiday cameo number. So I'm not that bummed.
That's so
but again, you guys
funny,
fucking
dude.
were you guys are so funny.
That's
man.
so funny. Yeah, I watched it and I'm like,
here we go again. Cody, we got another one from homie.
Because the thing is, I've done those ones too. People will ask me to break up with someone as well, and I do them because I don't know if they're joking or not.
Yeah, I've done them too.
Yeah.
I've done them too, and I just do them straight, or but I that one I could tell.
Okay,
because when you go like Sugar Ray grad school fan, how many 25-year-old grad school they're not, you know what I mean? That was their music, that was their couples. I understand them being ironic Urban Outfitters, Sugar Ray nostalgia fans. I get it, but not like you're our Mumford and Sons, bro. You know what I mean? That didn't ring true to me. So
well, they book. There was an article about it afterwards, and they apparently booked like 4 or 5 other people to do that same.
Oh yeah, they got
breakup one.
Scaramucci to do it.
Okay, yeah,
Anthony Scaramucci, and I believe the dude from POD did it.
Okay,
No
and then
way.
the poor guy who like started it was trying to get some like social media hype, and like people were just leaving the dust. It's like, but I did it. I did the whole thing, and people are like, well, we're not interested that you did the joke. We're interested in the people that got fooled. So that was kind of sad. So shout out to dude.
that is so funny. That is so funny. He's
Oh,
like,
man.
that's my bit. And I was like, we don't give
what the
a
heck?
fuck.
Come on, I'm the curator here.
He was serious. I go, how do I monetize this?
I made the playlist.
Shut up, nerd. Shut up. We don't care.
Nobody cares.
Just play Fly again. We don't fucking care, dude. You fucking dweeb. But it's my playlist. Get out of the party, man. We don't care.
Oh man.
That's so funny.
That's great.
So what was it like being on Big Brother?
Apart, like,
What was it like playing the game?
You know, it was weird because, of course, I knew about the show a little bit, and I had got into it because the last
wait,
show.
I have to ask this: being off the grid, did it feel like the fucking 90s in a way? Like,
No, worse because we had telephones and stuff. And
Oh,
there
okay.
was actually newspapers in the 90s and magazines.
No, but I mean, like, but you know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
90s, 2000s, it was just like, looking in
no,
a phone book,
you couldn't even read. We were reading the ingredients on like milk and orange
holy
juice.
fuck.
I don't think like, look, the celebrities, they didn't treat us any different than the regular show. It was
Sure.
just shorter, it was expedited, it was
Yeah.
truncated.
Yeah.
And that was the only difference. Other than that, once we walked through those doors, it was just me, Omarosa, Keisha Knight Pullum, who was Rudy from Cosby Show. You guys probably don't remember. Brandy Glanville from Housewives, Chuck Liddell, James Maslow, Big Time Rush. He's a homie. That guy's great. That guy he loves him some James Maslow.
Yeah.
He'd be in the mirror just going, just flexing. And I'm like flexing my dad boobs, going, oh shit.
Dad boobs.
I can't, oh, dude, gnarly dad boobs. I saw Del Taco right over there, and I'm like, I'm hitting that right after this.
You like Del Taco?
I love Del Taco.
What?
You don't like Del Taco?
I think it's
My man,
garbage,
my
dude.
man.
Come
my man.
Thank you. Are you Taco
I've
Bell
only had
guy?
it once. I've only had it once. I love Taco Bell.
So there's two types of people in the world: Del Taco or Taco
Okay,
Bell.
fair
people.
enough.
And there's
Yeah,
sickos
on
like me who
TV.
do both
Oh,
in
I
one
did-
night.
I'll
And
do both.
combine
Don't-
them?
Yeah.
You put a
Just
burrito
smash it.
inside a fucking Doritos Loco.
It all
go.
comes out of
Kill
one
me.
vat. It all tastes like one
Yeah.
shit. Anyway,
Just
but
tastes like dad boobs.
just all dad boobs. You guys, you'll see. You make fun of my dad boobs now.
Can we
but,
do
you
a
know,
song
give you guys
called
20
Dad Boobs?
I think
The
Dad
three of
that's
us?
a
boobs,
great
dude, in
song.
LA, and I will write that shit.
Yeah.
We'll do it together.
Let's do a
Dad
track.
boobs.
So
I'll go
funny.
viral again off my another shitty.
See, I told you, it's a fucking talent. You know.
I'm a
You
viral
know.
king, and I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing. So anyway, we go to Sub Big Brother, and that's it. Once you walk those doors, there's no communication. There's no one even talking to you through like the PA system. Go, all right, guys, you just start your thing, and you find these little envelopes of like, okay, everybody report to the living room, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because
That's
when you
crazy.
see the regular version, it's like, hey, I'm Jim, I'm 23, I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I run a business, I've got kids, I'm married. I mean, this shit I've got to
Holy
take care
fuck!
of
So
all
you
day
just
long.
you just have to disconnect from all of that.
Beyond. And like, it was so hard being, it was so weird because a couple weeks in, we all got videos from home. And I saw my kids on stage go, hi, Daddy, we love you. And I just started crying.
Wow.
Like that ugly, like, man, like, oh,
Yeah.
like just like crying. Like, and I haven't cried in 30 years. I'm crying thinking about it. It was just, you're so starved for emotions. You don't see anybody. And the lights are on from 2 to 6 a.m.
Oh,
So, when you see those guys like sleeping and they got sunglasses on, you go, look at this douchebag taking a nap with them.
Yeah.
That's because the lights are on like 10 times like this. You're just trying to nap and you can't sleep.
no fucking
It's all
way.
anxiety and it's all done to make you go insane.
Yeah.
Lose your mind and get that, that delirium that kind of makes Big Brother what it is. Makes people go off each other, makes people stab each other behind the back and stuff. And I, again, like I said earlier, was just not talented enough, not a threat to anybody athletically. I'm not that smart. So I just weaseled my way into the finale.
Yeah,
Spit
you're
on
good.
myself. That's so gross. Can you edit that out, Kyle? And then I got to I was one question away from getting the finale, which I would have won because I would have taken Ross, who back with me, who people didn't like because he was kind of the guy running the house, and I lost 250 grand. My wife was like, "You suck."
Oh my
She didn't want to. After I saw your sugar gay who took the L thing, then my wife's like, "You lost 250 grand." I'm like, "I want to go back in the house."
Your wife's like, sugar gay.
She's like, "I'm
hitting
down with
us
these
up.
two." I just
She's like,
subscribed.
Let me tell you who took the L. Me.
So that was it, dude. I don't know if you're a big fan or watch it or not, or people. But
I used to watch it every single season.
He's like religious.
Yeah.
every
yeah.
single season.
There
My
is a
family would watch it together. I love
Yeah.
that shit. I
It's a-
love reality. You ever seen Love Island?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
a great. I'm glad they brought it back. It was Temptation Island. I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going, the
yeah.
same thing.
Love Island is a British one.
It started in
That-
the UK.
It started,
Yeah.
but it started last year here, correct?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You guys watch every one of those.
yeah.
Man, I was just trolling by one of your thing once, and you're on like Canadian military bachelor brother. I mean, you're on some like, it wasn't even on network. I'm like, you're hardcore, man. It was gnarly. Like,
oh yeah, the Mormon Bachelor.
Yeah, I was in. I'm like, God,
yeah.
You buy your song. This guy's funny and shit. And I watched that for 2 hours. I'm like, I got it.
I have to say this real quick. I was watching the Bachelor fucking guilt. I said I was gonna do it,
I watch it too.
and I fucking watched it.
Oh,
But
did you really?
because
you idiot.
so I'm watching the scene of it, dude, and I could not get over this shit because the Bachelor at some point he goes, and this is really important to me because my wife is in this room, and all the girls are like, yeah, like they're all smiling, but I was like chuckling in the kitchen. I'm like, that's the most insane fucking thing you could say to a room of 20 people you just met. Like you just walk into the door and you lock it. You're like, and I just imagine like, you're in here.
Somebody is leaving as my wife.
Right. And then the others are receptive to that.
Yeah,
I mean, it goes both ways. How
Just-
crazy is that? They're 20 like, yeah,
That's
it's one of
true.
us.
That's
Yeah.
true. That
Think about
they're like, yeah, I am. No, I am. No, I am.
Start ripping each other apart,
Yeah.
and then by the end of it, everyone's just smearing poop on the walls.
Doing
We're in love. we're all married.
and we watch it every day. You hate that, Cody?
What, The Bachelor? I hate The Bachelor.
I do too.
There's no middle ground on that.
Yeah.
You watch or hate.
Yeah,
That's true,
I
yeah.
hate that I watched it.
I hate it too, but it's one thing like you guys, you guys aren't married. Once you get married, I like prison shows and shit like that. And she watches Housewives, so we got to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
and somehow that middle is The Bachelor
because it's prison, dude.
It is prison, bro.
For
It's a different
20
kind of
that's
prison.
funny, yeah.
And there's sex going on, so it is prison.
Love Island. Watch that.
Yeah, you should.
I
I
gotta
think
get
you
to
love
Reddit.
Love
The
Island.
British
Yeah.
one, the new season just started, so it's like 3, and it's a new episode every day.
Every day.
Every day.
every day.
Oh, I like that.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, like
Yeah.
I need another thing to go down. Well,
Yeah.
I got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I'm the douche and Sugar Ray, man. Fucking hey, just gotta,
No, listen,
just gotta
man.
wait for that social media thing to roll in. And that keeps my day busy.
After we make dad boobs, that's gonna.
it's
a
you
wrap.
guys get ready to see what happens after Dad. Boobs.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys. I mean, to
we
ride
say-
on this coat.
we
I'm
say-
excited for us.
No, we say that, but I think like beyond anything, I think people would love it if we were able to get in the studio together. So
Bro,
we
you
should-
know I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
should- we
like,
should do it. We should do it.
I'm honored you guys have me down here, man. It's totally fun talking to you guys and
Yeah.
hanging, and it's been kind of cool the way it organically got to this spot.
Oh, yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, full disclosure, we were like, when after I had messaged you on Twitter, I'm like, oh fuck,
We're in deep.
we gotta look him in the eyes after, and I just had no idea like what to expect, kind of thing. Like I'm thinking like, well, now we got to own up to all that shit.
Well, own up, dude. Like if it's funny, it's funny. If it's entertaining,
Yeah.
it's entertaining. And if
Yeah.
I'm part of it, I'm part of it. I can look outside.
Yeah.
And I've been made fun of my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
So like whether it's on social media or walking down the street. I mean, I was the first break dancer in my high school.
Yeah.
That went out 6 months later. I still had my tracksuits and shell toes on. I'm like, is it over yet? Oh shit, we're into rockabilly now? And so I've done very stupid things and they've been well documented.
Yeah.
And I've sort of had this douchebag bullseye on me for the last 25 years that like no one else will take. Trying to give it to Adam Levine, trying to give it to John Mayer. No one will take it. It only sticks to me. Isn't there any new guy out there? You know what I mean? There's got to be a new guy, but I got to age out of this thing someday. It's got to
That's
become
so
so whack that it's cool again. Like when
Yeah.
Hasselhoff became cool again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm waiting for my Hoff. Is Hasselhoff cool again?
I mean,
I don't know. Is he?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think Dad Boobs might. That might be
Dad
the
Boobs
moment.
Dad
That
boobs
might
could
be
the moment.
it could bring us back.
I
Bring
listen-
me back at least.
I listened to a little bit of Lil Yachty, man. Your voice is still there, dude.
You know what, dude? It was fun to make a record that was no pressure. After Big Brother, BMG, which is
Yeah.
a major conglomerate record label, reached out to us and said, do you want to make a record? They hadn't heard anything and they don't give a shit. It's all about streaming. And they give you literally zero money. And you better have an infrastructure to make your own record. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're not going into a studio.
Yeah.
You're going to sit in a chair and do something like this. So we had a couple songs, and when you're a band, you be creative. That's kind of what you do. You play live or be creative. So we had this little opportunity to make a record. We put it out, and it was fun, and that was it.
Yeah.
I remember a Rolling Stone journalist goes, so Mark, how's this record going to change your life? I go, probably about as much as it's going to change yours, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, but it was just fun to like get creative and put new stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not being altruistic. I'm not just resigning to the fact that was probably going to be the obvious. It was just fun to put a new record out. And that was it. We have new songs to play in the set and it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why'd you call it Lil Yachty?
Because of Lil Yachty, the rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, anytime you can get, like, I've had a history of either some home runs or really shitty record titles. 1459 was perfect. It alluded to Andy Warhol's "Everybody will get their 1 second of 15 minutes of fame." In the future, Andy Warhol said that. And so I said, like, we're on our last second because Fly was the anomaly on the record floor. Everybody was quick to say, hey, one-hit wonders, thanks for playing, Sugar. I mean, Fly was in the top 10, and people are already going, thanks, guys, for playing. You're out of here.
Okay.
Go and meet Kaj Gugu on the one-hit wonder cruise ship. Have some fun. And so we were, I'm very self-aware, and, I believe I make fun of myself as well as anybody else does. And so on the new record, we said, let's call it 1459.
That's fucking great.
We have 1 second left of our fame, meaning it's this record.
Man.
And if it works, if it doesn't work, it's the greatest title ever. And if it works, it's the greatest title ever.
Damn.
But then I called a record Music for Cougars in 2009.
That's the best one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how'd you come up with that, dude?
Really?
That's
hilarious.
That one didn't have many legs, though. Because I found out that our fans didn't like to be called Cougars. And that was the wheelhouse, So that didn't really
Music for MILFs might have been a better.
Might have been a better. It might have played better.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one didn't have the legs, and so Lil Yachty just came by because I like Lil Yachty as a human being. I've seen some of his interviews. I just liked him. So I go, how can I sort of get some little heat on this thing? Because when you release a record, you're trying to get anybody to listen to it.
Yeah.
Just any sort of
as
the viral king, as you know.
Yeah.
So we called it Little Yachty. Not, I mean, so many people are like, there's already a Little Yachty. I go, no, there's a Lil Yachty, not a Little Yachty. And growing up in Newport Beach and kind of having that beachy sound, the Little Yachty. Kind of worked all in there.
I like that.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
like
it.
that.
So that's the story of that. And that record went double lead.
Yeah.
Double lead.
Yeah, it just didn't even, it didn't
That
even.
shit went double. What is it? What is the lead pencil grades? There's like 0.05
Grade
and
two-
0.07.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you quantify a reverse stream? Like when you give it back to the Spotify? how do you return a stream back to Spotify? That's what Little Yachty did.
Whatever, man. It was,
Dude, like, I give a fuck. Come on, man. Like I said, and I mean it. I'm the luckiest guy, and I've just been blessed. And I wish my I wish this on everybody. And you guys are well on your way. And
thanks, man. Thank you.
Having me down here, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thanks for coming down, man.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you.
I got one big plan. I'll be there in LA.
Yeah.
You better fucking let me in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, dude, trust me. We'll
our
make
fans
this
will
happen.
go nuts.
They're gonna
for that,
lose their
dude.
shit.
And they're gonna
That's
fucking love this episode too.
Yeah.
It's great to hear just like the behind the scenes shit. And
I appreciate you guys having me in. I didn't know what to expect if we're gonna run down the Sugar Ray thing. What were you thinking right there? And like,
we just
I kind
wanted
of felt like, what am I in for? But like, I don't know if you saw it. You've probably seen some. I go, these guys are I just felt like some pods go. I go, let's just roll it and have some fun.
Yeah.
that's what we like to do, man. Just shoot the shit and just
Yeah.
talk about whatever.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man.
Thank you,
thank
brother.
you, man. This was a lot of fun,
man,
dude.
thanks,
Happy New
I
Year.
can't wait for keep your eyes peeled for dad boobs.
Dad boobs. Yeah. Just wait.
We're setting it up big though, man.
Yeah.
I hope we can.
No, dude.
Yeah, what if the songs ends up being fucking trash?
No,
But that'd be good.
everyone's
A
like-
shitty dad boob song is actually great.
Yeah. It'd be
And
like
it'll go
It's like
viral.
19 to
yeah,
19.
it'd be on par with that. Like
Or the-
when his
Be
dad
on
boobs.
brand.
Yeah.
Be on
Come
brand for me
yeah,
at least.
yeah.
Exactly.
We should
It's
call
great.
it dad boobs, but make it like a super feel song. So people go into it like
Like
thinking
an
they're
R&B
gonna
song about dad boobs.
just something that like gets them here.
boobs.
You
Yeah.
know?
You mean like Dick in the Box, like
No,
R&B
no,
type?
no,
Or you
I-
want straight down Broadway feels?
No,
girl?
I think something that we don't need to pin down the sound. Just something that when people go into it, they start out laughing. By the end of it, they're like changed somehow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we normalize dad boobs. Maybe we make them cool. I don't know.
But
But
I
use
wonder-
the Geronimo beat.
Oh, yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, we'll have to send you a pack, dude. We'll
Let
start
me
picking
know,
some
man.
beats.
We
Let
got
me
some.
know, man,
We got some
because,
songs in the works.
I'm very passionate about dad boobs.
Hell
and,
yeah.
and what they mean to folks.
Fuck yeah. Well,
This is great, man.
thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, anything you want to?
No. I'm not that guy. But thank you all out there. I've enjoyed receiving your posts, your tweets, or all that stuff. It's been a lot of fun this whole trip. And
Hell yeah.
thanks, Cody and Noel, for having me, man.
Of course, dude.
Thank
All
you,
right.
man.
Blessings.
Appreciate it. Peace.